everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be trying out all of the ShopVacs on my off-grid system just to see if you could actually use any one of these ShopVacs with a 24 volt 3000 watt inverter. So let's begin. First I'm gonna start with this little small one. It looks like it's a 2.5 gallon, 2.5 horsepower ShopVac. So let's go ahead and start it up and see if it runs. We'll go ahead and run each of these for about 10 seconds. All right, also I'm going to show on the screen here exactly how many watts that are being used from my solar panels and from my system. Okay, and without anything being turned on, it looks like we're using about 120 watts of power right now. So we'll see what happens when I turn this on. All right, here we go. All right, well, it turned on. It's amazing how this little guy right here was jumping up to 1500, and actually I think I saw 1900 watts at one point. So it's amazing how this little small guy right here uses so much electricity. So I don't know if these guys will even turn on, because what I have, the next one's going to be a 5.5 horsepower ShopVac. So we'll try that one next. Okay, next one is a ShopVac Ultra Pro 14 gallon, 5.5 horsepower ShopVac. So we'll try this one out. I really think that the inverter is just going to fail as soon as I turn this on. All right, here we go. Well, I am actually very surprised. I did not expect this to even kick on, but it looked like it used the same amount of watts as that little small ShopVac. So I'll definitely have to look at the amp draw on all of these to see what it is. But I was expecting this to use a lot more watts, but it uses practically the same. So the next one is the big red over here. Here's the next one. This is a 6 horsepower Craftsman ShopVac, and this one is probably actually the most powerful ShopVac that I have. It's worked well. So we'll go ahead and plug it in, and we'll see what happens. All right, here goes nothing. And again, it looks like it's only jumping up to about 1600, 1650 when it comes to watts. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the horsepower of the ShopVac. They're all pulling the same amount of wattage. So that's interesting to know. Again, I didn't bother looking at the specs of these, but I've actually come to the realization that it doesn't matter which ShopVac you have. It seems like they all pull the same amount of amps from a 120 volt receptacle. So whether it being a 6 horsepower or a 2.5 horsepower, you're going to be pulling the same amount of watts. Okay, and last but not least, is this one is not a ShopVac. What it is, it's a ShopSmith. And it is actually a dust collector. I don't use this very often, but I'll be interested to see if it can even be used on my system, because this ShopSmith dust collector is, I mean, it's got to be 40 years old, I would say, but it still works great. This ShopSmith stuff, it just runs forever. So let's go ahead and plug it in, see if it powers up, and go from there. Okay, here goes nothing. I can't even remember how to turn this thing on. Oh, here we go. All right. Here we go. Well, I must say that was pretty impressive. This ShopSmith only uses about 550 to 600 watts of electricity. The amount of volume that this air sucks in is equivalent to the biggest ShopVac that I have. So this guy right here, it's amazing how he's a lot more efficient. And all of these ShopVacs can be run on a 3,000 watt inverter. So I hope you learned something from this. I sure did. I thought that the bigger the ShopVac, the more electricity that it would use. But it turns out that all those ShopVacs use the same amount of electricity, and this dust collector, this ShopSmith dust collector, I mean, it uses less than half of it. So I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And if you like my content, please subscribe. It really helps out. Thank you so much, and y'all take care.